Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go into the house of the Lord." And I'm Father Steve Sellers. And over here is my 2 year and about 3 month old puppy, Dot, a rescue puppy. And there she is. And there's her little treat this morning. You know, when I got Dot from the non euthanasia animal shelter here in Houston, she was a mixed breed, and they basically said she's mostly shepherd mix, and she'll probably wind up being 30 to 40 pounds. And they were just a little bit wrong. She's 112 pounds now. I think she's finally stopped growing, and so we're going to try to settle into a good weight for her. Uh, and she's mostly Rhodesian Ridgeback, called the African Lion Dog, and probably German Shepherd. And when you look at the list of the most protective dog breeds that we know of, both of her breeds are right in the top five, German Shepherd and Rhodesian Ridgeback. So that's why she gets really clingy sometimes, and she gets really barks very loud when people come around the house. And she's just basically a guard dog, and a sweet, lovable guard dog. Anyway, I hope you're in a good place today as we make our way into this week on this Tuesday. And I read an interview with the great two-time heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman a couple of days ago, where George was talking about his childhood in Houston. And he grew up in the Fifth Ward here in Houston, and was basically a bully and a thug. Beat up people, stole people's lunches, and skipped out of school and went back home and got in bed. And one of his cousins in his mother's house told him, "You go right on back to bed, George. You're not going to amount to anything." And he beat his people up on the street, and he wound up in a program called the Job Corps, one of the many programs that came out of the Lyndon Johnson administration in the 1960s to help troubled youth. And it got George involved in other things, including boxing. And in this interview, he said that he is a product of a compassionate America. Compassion, that's something we don't hear a whole lot about today. You know, compassion is more than just a feeling of being, feeling sorry for someone. It's more than just being sympathetic to people who are in trouble or hurting or sick or have some catastrophe they're facing. It's more than just feeling sorry or sympathetic. It's being empathetic, sharing in the sufferings of others. And it still doesn't stop with that. Compassion means feeling so strongly supportive and in unity and solidarity with those who are hurting that we do something about it. You know, the Lord Jesus gave us his example of being compassionate, coming into this world and dying for us and for our salvation. Compassionate people get involved in the lives of others. They get close enough to those who are hurting to make contact with them as a first step in helping them out of their dilemma or suffering or pain. Compassion, it is the foundation of nearly all of the world's religious belief systems. I've studied about 40 of them over the last 10 years, and in those 40, the major ones all over the world that have more than 500,000 religious adherents, that's the definition that qualifies something to be called a religious belief system. Compassion is in all of them, and it's in one of two forms. In our gospel lesson today at Mass, Jesus gives us the golden rule where he says, basically, whatever you would have others do to you, do so unto them. And we have shortened that to make it simple to remember. The golden rule is do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that's throughout all the world's belief system, either in systems in that form or in the negative version. What you find hateful to yourself, do not do to someone else. We are created to be compassionate, and that's how we find our fulfillment. So know that Jesus is compassionate to you and that he loves you. And this is the great Ferris, Lord Jesus. Have a blessed day today, and God willing, I will see you here with Dot tomorrow. Have a blessed day.